Zombie apocalypse.
Good day, BTBTED second year students. Here's your course facilitator in EDUC 9, which is Technology for Teaching and Learning 2. And as I promised last time, because one of your classmates asked for me to explain problem number 2 in connection with your midterm. So without further ado, I will discuss about web concepts. Let us look at our midterm exam um, sheet, and here is problem number 2. So the topic is about planning and designing ICT-based instructional materials. So in this problem, you're going to make a concept web development, or the web concepts or concept webs. So the instruction is to synthesize and integrate information in ideas you have obtained from the topic. Class, can you still remember the 5 stages of design thinking? Here, in this topic, you are on the ideation or ideate stage, wherein this is the third stage in the design thinking, wherein you're going to generate, come up with ideas. This is usually done in sessions or in groups, but here you're going to conceptualize uh, uh, in order for you to come up with ideas or topics relevant to the problem. For example, you're going to design an ICT base, or you're going to come up with an ICT based materials. So the instruction is you're going to create a concept web that will show the interrelationship of information constructs acquired from the topical learning materials. And after the illustration or after the presentation, you have to provide or give us an explanation about what is in your diagram or chart or presentation. So, concept web class is a representation. As I've said, in this problem, you are in the ideation or ideate stage. Okay, you generate, you come up with abstract, sketchy ideas about a topic. Let's say you want to come up with an instructional material, but still you are confused, you are wondering what type of material that you are going to develop. Is it printed? Or you want to come up with an application, a mobile application? And there are certain factors or things you need to consider before you develop an instructional material. So what is a concept web? Based on the problem, or based on the definition, concept webs are visual diagrams or illustrations that connect abstract ideas or topics or information or ideas per se. Wherein you have to, as a student, you will use this to connect prior knowledge and experiences to new information. In order for you to create a concept web, you have to draw a main circle or a central circle. Okay? You have, based on the instructions, you have to create a central circle. And inside the circle, you need to generate or formulate questions or construct. For example, what type or what instructional materials should I develop for grade 10 students and TLE subject? Example lang po yan, ano? So the main idea is what type of IM you're going to develop. Okay? And you can create another shape another circle that is part, that is interrelated, connected, or relevant to the main circle. So let's say the next circle is about printed materials. Okay. So my initial plan is to come up with a printed material. Let's say I want to develop a module. I want to develop a workbook for okay. Next line will be what subject. So the material that I will be developing is on grade 10 students in TLE subject. So that is another idea. So here you need to be creative. You can come up with different ideas. Okay? Different ideas that is related to the main circle. If you can still remember, the main circle that I suggested is what type of instructional material should I develop for grade 10 students in TLE subject. Another material will be um, 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 what uh, what are my target audience? Okay, who will be my learners? Who will be my students? Okay, um, or it could be another type of material. Should I develop an instructional device aside from the manual, aside from the activity sheet, aside from the uh, information sheets or workbooks? Should it be accompanied by a instructional device? So it's up for you. All you have to do is you have to be creative in coming up with the different ideas. And mind you, class, present it in a visual diagram. Okay? The first the instruction in coming up with a diagram, first draw a circle and put there the general topic, your main idea, or you can pose a question. And you can draw lines or connecting lines from the main circle to come up with another topic, but related to the main circle or your main idea. So that is how you construct your concept web. To further understand, I will be showing you a sample um, concept web, but this time it's different. Okay, but still this is an example of a concept web. Here, the main topic or the main idea is about distance education. We know what distance education is. This is a modality of providing information, okay, either in an online or setting or a blended. So this is a type of um, learning modality. So here, when we say distance education, one thing that comes into my mind is about technology, because technology is related to this kind of system or distance learning. Okay. Another issues or concern that I raise, aside from the technology, are the effects or the results. Okay. So from the technology, let's go back to the technology. Another diagram or idea that connected to technology and that is also related to distance education are the two types of modality. We have the synchronous or the online learning or modality, and asynchronous or the offline setting or mode of learning. Okay, so let's proceed now with the effects. So with comes with regards to effects, there's another connecting line that I presented or ideas that I generated. So when we say the effects, it could be good, it could be bad. So I put there the advantages and disadvantages of distance education, because this is the main concern or the main circle or the main, or what I mean, the main idea. Okay? So, the synchronous, asynchronous as part of the concept web leads to even the advantages and the disadvantages from the effects leading to the future. When we say the future of my students. Okay? There are sub factors or relationship with concern of the future of our students. It talks about growth, accessibility, and changing rules. So, class, this is an example of this is another example of concept web. Okay, so class, uh, if you are not satisfied, if you still need more to uh, if you need to fully understand about concept web, you can search it on the web. Since our midterm is take home, you have enough time. So that's why I gave you more than a week, okay, for you to study, to review, and prepare the material. Okay, and you can also watch videos or tutorials for other examples of concept web. Okay, so class, I hope you answer your question, especially to Mr. Labo. If you still want to ask questions relevant to midterm, feel free. And it's fine with me. My lines are always open, and you can contact me with the details below. Um, so thank you for listening, class, and good luck to your midterm exam.
Zombie apocalypse.